Well, Happy New Year, Jay. Oh, my glasses.
Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Hey, where are those? Where's your present that you got?
Well, here. Oh, here's the thing about that. I need to take them to Winnipeg to get lenses put in because they cannot do that here. If they do it here, they'll void the warranty.
That's weird.
Yeah,
just gonna say that's weird.
Well, they sell them here. They just don't.
Yeah.
They can't. Well, basically, they said they can't. Which
wherever you service them, I guess you kind of got to get them done there, right?
No. They can't pop them open here. If they pop them open here and put lenses in, they will void the warranty.
Really? That's weird.
Yeah.
I wonder why.
So, they're only lens crafters can do it.
Okay. Exclusivity.
Otherwise, you have to order them directly through the store. And when they arrive at the store, they can't even open the box and see that they're right on your eyes.
Really?
Yeah, they sell the hardware, but they can't do anything, which is fine. I mean, they can't do what they can't do. So I will go to Winnipeg and get my lenses put in. And
so what if you bought them here? Well, would you still have to take them into Winnipeg?
No. If you bought them here,
they could service them here.
They would order them here. They would arrive in a box. Yeah. And then you would take the box home. That's it.
Okay.
So there was no advantage to buying them here.
Yeah. Okay. I sometimes stuff doesn't make any sense, right?
No, but dude, they are cool. Like for context, Santa was very generous this year. And
very cool. Yeah.
I got Meta glasses for Christmas, and I am such a nerd that like Santa knew that I would not buy them for myself. I look at stuff and I'm like, oh, these are cool, but
that's crazy to buy it for yourself, right? Like,
you're going to like when I let you play with these things, you're going to.
You know, my son has a set.
Okay,
so he's had them out, and he was showing them off a little bit, and they're pretty cool. I'm gonna say they're pretty cool. The things that you can do with it,
they're neat. So, and the thing is, doing what I do, like for work, it would be really cool to be able to.
Oh man, yeah, just a live walkthrough, and you could just send it to them directly.
Yeah, that lighting looks cool.
That's actually
looks like a nightclub.
Yeah,
looks like a good disco in Taiwan.
Yeah, awesome. Very awesome.
So let's cheers, because did you pour yourself a drink today?
I did. I've got a little bit of a bourbon.
I'm going a little weaker just because it's winter and I'm feeling creamy.
Uh-oh.
This is
butterscotch. Oh, there we go. Okay.
Blue Chair Bay. So Kenny Chesney has his own rum company.
Really?
And I had to buy this in America, but it's coconut spiced rum cream.
Oh, that sounds like it's definitely something that you should be drinking on a beach.
Closest thing we have to a beach is the white snow we have all around us.
A little bit of snow. I guess you kind of do what you got to do. I'm just messing around with this a little bit.
You look like you're raving out by yourself, which is cool. Why is that lighting in your office? It's my question. Like, right? This is like I've got this going on, but this is like a studio. This is where you do your thoughtful work.
It's good times, eh? So there we go.
It looks
matching you now.
Like I feel like I should be waving around glow sticks.
Yeah, start getting in your hands, getting it all moving, right? So. Yeah, fun times. So now I match your cue. Now that cue, you said you got that from your daughter, right?
Bo got me this neon cue, which is so cool because it just works. It's right there and it's bright, like it's dimmed down.
Did she get that from Tony?
I wish. That guy's got the best marketing.
Tony, you know Tony, right?
So yeah. Nobody cares. Like the guy's got it down. Like I hand it off to anybody who can get on social media. Hey, Pebbles is up. Let's
and make fun of everyone. Absolutely everyone.
You know what? If I had one wish for 2026, it'd be that everybody's skin grows just a little bit thicker. That's all.
Yeah, I'd agree. Like the best Tony one I ever saw was there's actually a lot. I can't even start with that. But the one I saw was a weird looking person with crazy hair, and they went hello, and Tony just goes goodbye, and that was it.
I'm telling you what, if people could just jump off of whatever bandwagon or soapbox they need to talk on, I would love it. Pebbles,
just stop with being offended, right?
Stop being offended. Like,
no, like just stop it. Just no more, right?
I think that we like for the reality is I say that I am responsible for every problem in my life.
Yeah.
And I am the solution to every problem in my life.
Well, I mean, it's time for people to start taking some radical responsibility. You know, like this way I tell clients a lot of times is, take a look in the mirror. Okay, take a good look in the mirror. Do you like? And it's not about just like physical appearance or anything, but it's like look at yourself. Like you're in pain and you're saying you're too busy. Like take a good look. And where's this going to end up for you?
You know who one of my favorite people on TikTok is? It's Caleb Hammer. He's the guy that does budgets for people.
Oh, a composer, Caleb. Yes. Dude, yes. Oh, he's just
this girl's on there. She goes, well, I've got this and I've got the, and then he goes, then just give up.
Yeah.
Then just give up. Like, dude, give up.
The one time he goes, I think you should just go bankrupt. You're not going to listen to me anyways. So just go bankrupt.
Exactly.
Like, no, he gets some amazing people in there. They're just like, like if there was ever a cause for why you are broke, it's you. It's 100% you. But you're making stupid thing, bad ideas.
Here's the thing. My dad told me this when I was young, and I believe it to today, no matter how shitty the world gets. You don't have an earning problem. Yeah. You have a spending problem. We all do. Exactly. And I read this thing. I don't know if we talked about this at one time or not, but I think I mentioned it to you in the chair. And this guy said, eggs have never been cheaper.
Yeah.
Eggs have never been cheaper. And I'm like, well, wait a minute, they're more expensive. But he gets into it. He goes, no, to scale for what people bring in.
Yeah.
As far as income these days.
Yeah.
Hey, Bernice. They've never been cheaper, but they go up $2 and everybody loses their mind.
Yeah.
However, if your latte was an extra 50 cents, you wouldn't bat an eye. If Netflix went up by $1, you wouldn't bat an eye. Yeah. So our wants go up and we don't care. Our needs go up and we lose our minds. Well, how about stop blowing the money on the wants, and then your needs wouldn't make that much of a difference.
Well, that's the problem. Is the issue is that people are finding that the cost of their needs is causing it to be making it difficult for them to have all the wants that they can have, right? And they haven't put the priorities in the right areas. Like I put gas in the car yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Mm-hmm. How much is it a liter?
I don't know.
I don't know.
$1.19, $1.09, $1.50.
I have no idea.
It could be $5 a liter. You're still going to fill your tank.
Right. Like, that's just the thing. If I need it, I just go get it. I mean, I understand that maybe that does come from a certain position of what you might call privilege, right?
No, I think that you're also very responsible and you don't blow money on stupid shit. Yeah, we buy toys.
That. Of course. I've had people get upset because they'll say such a thing, right? And it's like, well, hold on here. Like I have been in those positions where I couldn't afford gas. Like I remember very, very specifically when I was young and lived in Winnipeg, I had a parking pass. So I could for monthly parking fees, and I didn't want it anymore. So I went to give it back because I would get $20 back. Okay, the deposit. And I was freaking thrilled, just absolutely so thrilled because I would get that $20 and I would have gas to put in my car. Instead, they said, we'll mail you a check.
Right.
And I went, I was like, oh my God, that's a dick punch, man. Because I was like, well, I need the money now. They're like, I'm sorry, we'll mail it to you. I'm like, I don't know how I'm going to get home. I don't have enough gas to get home.
Right.
Car is stalling on the way to get to the parking lot so I can get this done. Right.
I remember I'm going to throw the chat on because Jason just everybody's saying hi and let's get everybody in here. So I remember putting $5 in the gas tank and no one looked at you like there was a problem.
Yeah, exactly. It was, $20 was a very respectable fill.
Right.
That was good money.
You're going out of town on $20.
Right. But $20 still had a certain amount of value, but it wasn't ridiculous. Like I remember just keeping change in the car. People would toss in change to buy gas if I was driving them around, or I would keep like an extra 20 in the glove boxes just in case I ran out somewhere, right?
Dude, I remember when cigarettes were $6 a pack, and I'd go to the gas station with $10, buy a pack of smokes, and get some gas and drive around for the afternoon. That was just what you did.
So do you remember when Superstore gave you like money back? The money back wasn't in points. You would get a little coupon that was like, $3 back that you could spend on a purchase at some point in time. And I would save those suckers up so I could buy like magazines, like fitness magazines. And it was like every two fills, like once a month, I could buy a fitness magazine and learn how to work out.
Magazine's $20 now.
Oh God, it's crazy, right? So the cost of things has just gone up so much.
It has, but our dollars per hour has gone up too. Our
earn
has gone up. That's the thing. Like when it was $5 per.
What was minimum wage?
Gas was a big thing. It was minimum wage was $5. So for an hour's wage, you got that much gas. If you look at today's wages, an hour's wage is probably still a quarter tank of gas.
It's pretty similar. I mean, how much was gas back then? It was like, say 35, 40 cents.
Dude, I remember there was a gas war. There was a gas war. And it went down to like a quarter a liter.
That's crazy. That sounds like, that wouldn't even cover the tax nowadays.
No. But Jason made a good point back here. He goes, it's just more expensive to keep up with the Joneses. Like you said, the bare essentials aren't going up any faster than the price of inflation, just shit like McDonald's, fried chicken, and Netflix. Yeah. So he's not wrong. Everything goes up, but so does the garbage that we're buying. Like keeping up with the Joneses. Yeah. One of my favorite quotes was from Fight Club. Okay. People spend money they don't have to buy things they don't need to impress people they don't like.
Yeah.
And for what?
Well, it's because you want to feel good. It's for validation.
Mm-hmm. But I mean, I think if we go, I'm holding. I have no choice.
I'm asking, take the net worth of Canadians, turn that into equivalent. I can't spell value of gold. No, that's autocorrect. Gold. Okay, and then take that value of gold in weight. Are
you doing math? I still got to buy the gong. So every time you start doing math or anything slightly Asian, I can hit it.
I remember pounders with cheese. Here we go. So
the pack.
Take the net worth of Canadians, turn that to the equivalent value of gold. Now take the value of gold in weight and translate it into quarter pounders with cheese. Okay.
How much have you been drinking?
I did this a while ago, and it was actually interesting to see how many quarter pounders of cheese equaled your net worth.
Okay.
Like it's pretty funny, actually. Let's see if you'll do it. So, approximating gold price and burger count, it says. It's going. So go ahead. I'm waiting for a second here. It's not done. Converting over.
AC goes. Remember,
quarter pounds.
At a gas station, night shifts in high school, saving up money to go to school. Guy got so mad at me when gas went up 81 cents, and threw a propane tank at me. Wow. Here's the thing.
Jeez.
AC, I'm going to assume that you were 17. So I worked at Victoria Esso, which was on 20th and Vic behind Royal Oxford School. And I remember guys coming to me when I was like 16 and same thing, freaking out about the price of gas. I'm like, dude, I'm 16. Like I have anything to do with the price of gas. Like,
I'll get on the phone right now and I'm going to call my buddy, the prime minister.
I'm going to call the president of gas or whatever the hell that is. I don't have his number and he didn't have a cell phone back then because they didn't exist back then. Not to the capacity that now.
Well, they kind of did.
They kind of did. You had a flip phone that would work for about 20 minutes before that battery died. And
or you turned the car off.
Remember the flip where you put the flip in your pocket and hang the phone out of your pocket?
And that's how you knew you were cool. And then it turned into the belt attached ones where you can get the ones with the retractable tether.
Really? Remember when the StarTAC came out and that was like futuristic?
I never had a StarTAC. Never had a StarTAC.
Oh, those were like $1,000 back then, and now $1,000 is.
I know. Now $1,000. Yeah, what are you gonna get with that? You're gonna get a Nokia, an old Nokia from the '90s nowadays.
Tank measurements. Jesus. told me to adjust by the fax that comes in. You know what? People lose their minds about shit that you're going to buy it anyway. Just don't buy the stuff that you didn't need to buy anyway.
Right.
Like that.
Okay, per Canadian. Here we go. So it went through it and did the total. It says, let's finish the absurdity properly per Canadian. So use the numbers here. So a quarter pounder. What's this? Kind of vague. It kind of gave me the total value of Canada. So Canada's population, 40 million people. So it's the equivalent of 29 quarter pounders with cheese per Canadian for the total net worth of people.
That doesn't make a lot of sense.
No. 29, the weight of, so you take your net worth, that's how much gold you would have, the equivalent of 29 quarter pounders.
Sure.
It didn't come as clear.
No.
It didn't come as clear as I did it the first time, because the first time I did it and it worked out how much you had saved up in quarter pounders. So,
oh God.
I'll work on that one. I'll work on it.
City Bus winning for 5 years, every year without fail. The fare goes up by a nickel or a dime every year, and that's fine. It'd be an amazing number of people that yell at bus drivers in the first week of January. Like the drivers have any say in the price of anything. It's like getting pissed off at the girl at the checkout at the grocery store because your potatoes went up by 50 cents.
Well, I'm sure that happens. So,
I'm sure it does.
So, okay, I was at the YMCA. This would be a couple months ago, and the steam room was down because they were regrouting it. Right.
Sounds like a first world problem.
Okay, and there's as I'm checking in, there's this guy standing by the counter talking to the person, and he goes, "Oh, the steam room's down again. Well, I should be asking for my money back for today."
Oh,
and I just wanted to toss a loony at him.
Yeah, because that's probably what you're out is about a loony for the day.
Let's talk about first world problems here.
Was this an older guy?
Yeah.
So an older guy. Hang on, let me paint the picture for you. Here's why I don't like change rooms in a gym. It's because it's always the old guy that just got out of the steam room, just has a towel on, and has to put 1 foot up on the bench to talk.
Yeah.
While his beanbag is hanging out there in the wind.
Extra stretched length there.
Yeah. I know it's hot. It's hot. Yeah. Can you just not?
Yeah. Can't it get a little bit colder here quickly, right?
Someone get an ice pack.
Just.
No. Here's the thing. I think that we went through 2025 and, we had some challenges. Things happen. Like I had a monstrous disappointment, I would say. However, a life lesson learned. And
so you're gonna announce what that disappointment was?
I don't know if anybody wants to know what I was doing. We have expenses.
We should put a poll. We should do a poll. I think.
Does anybody give a shit what I was doing this year?
Can we put a poll up somehow? Is that something that we could do on this thing?
Do you want to know what Quentin was working on that didn't work out? It was I came pretty close.
Yeah. Some people have
anybody in chat just say yes or no. If you don't care, that's fine. And there's nothing wrong with that. But I guess we get some people hopping in.
Well, I mean the fact that you failed is life.
I didn't fail.
And it's also an indication that you can do everything you possibly can and still not get the result that you want.
That is correct. Pebbles knows because she kind of guessed a while ago. And I said it. Don't shame him. Here's the thing. Lesson learned.
That's what I said.
Yeah, Bernice knows. 2 people know. So back in January, and this was a long time coming. Back in here's the thing. I have no regrets. None at all. It was crushing when it didn't happen because it was it was a 1 in a million shot, I would say, reality. So I have lots of people that sit in my chair that are clients from both sides that are in law enforcement. And this is the first time I've really talked about this. But they're like, hey, you'd make a great cop. And this was years of saying, have you ever thought about doing this? And it was always, well, no, not really. And then I thought, you know what? Why not give it a shot? So I went through the entire process. And the biggest thing was the physical that I trained my bag off for. And I passed. And I was 20 years older than everybody in that room. Then I went through the interview stage. I went through the polygraph, went through everything. And I made it through everything. And then as far as I knew and everybody knew, this was happening. And then at literally the last moment, got a call saying that this was 9 months of me going through this and going through this and going through this. And at the last end, right at the end, there was, out of 200 of us, there were 13 left. And I was definitely the oldest person they would have ever hired ever in that building. So last minute, I got a call from HR. They said, hey, you're an unsuccessful candidate with no explanation at all. And no one's ever said why. And you're always given an explanation why. So I can only assume that it was age. I'm 49, which is fine. Like, it's fine. But what did I learn from that experience? I learned that there's some really good people in there. I learned that it's a noble profession that is hard to get into, and I don't know why anybody would even try to, but I really felt that I could make a big difference. And it didn't happen. But what did that teach me? And the hardest part was telling the kids, because I was like, okay, kids, this didn't happen. And Gage said, yeah, but wasn't there like 200 people that applied to go, something like that? He goes, so you beat 187 people? I go, yeah. He goes, and you're old. I'm like, clearly, I'm old.
Yeah. Thanks for telling me every day.
Thanks. But here's the thing. It was probably one of the coolest things I've done, and no regrets. But what did that teach me? It taught me that there's literally nothing that a person can't do. And I didn't fail. Clearly, they needed something other than what I was offering, which is fine. But I think when you have something that you work your tail off for and it doesn't come together, that's fine. What did I end up with after that? Really good relationships, respect from a lot of people within that industry, within that organization, and no hard feelings. Now, what did that make me want to do? Well, clearly I wasn't as focused as I should have been in what I do. So I felt like I lost some time. So what did I have to do? Double down and really hammer on what I do. And that's what I'm doing. Did I go into another project real fast and surprise myself that I could do it? Yeah. And that's going to be coming out in the next 4 days, I think.
4 days. Is that how long it's going to take to get
give or take? I'm just putting my my last bit together. I wrote a book, guys. I wrote a book. I actually wrote 2, and then I lost both. I lost both manuscripts because I'm an idiot and didn't auto save anything. So I wrote it again.
So there's the thing. You wrote 3 books then.
Then I wrote it again.
Yeah.
And then I wrote it again.
Yeah. So how many people rewrite their book constantly, right? How many people do that? Everybody
that writes a book. So what am I going to do with that? Well, I'm going to be a bit of a disruptor, which isn't a bad thing, but I think it's gonna help a lot of people. So
well,
I'm excited for it. I'm really excited for it. I am. It's Jay's note about it. It's there. My manuscript is sitting there. Now I'm reformatting for Kindle and all that jazz. And I should be able to pop that thing into Kindle to Sunday. And then it takes 72 hours to publish. So yeah, I wrote a book.
Now you can say you're a published author. And when it comes to disruption is what you need to do when you have stagnant markets or stagnant industries or things that need to have change, right?
I believe that. And what's funny is Jay and I are both working on our own podcast things, right?
Yeah.
And this started off as me writing scripts, like basically jotting down ideas for a podcast for this particular thing. And I had notes and notes and notes and notes and notes. And I'm like, there's a lot of shit here. So then I sat down and I narrated everything into 2 different AIs. And I said, is there a book here? And it was like, absolutely. So I started formatting it. Then I lost all of it. And then I formatted it again. But again, I don't think that what I did earlier in the year, if I didn't do that, I probably wouldn't be doing this.
Right.
So I do believe that there is, if you try something and you fail or you just don't succeed in it, fine, try something else.
Well, why is it that we paint such a negative perspective on it when it comes to the concept of failing or not succeeding or not nailing everything? Because there's value and there's merit in not achieving what you once set out to, as long as you were realizing it, accepting it, and going, "Hey, this is the story. It's time to move on." It's, I mean, like, that's every 80s movie there ever was. You want to go do something, you get your ass handed to you a little bit, you get punched in the dick, right? And then you move on, and it's basically the universe saying you're not ready yet, right?
Yeah, and you can do it, or you don't have to do it. You do what you're doing, or do what you're doing better. Like I think that it's this is where New Year's resolutions fall apart. Sometimes people fail, as they say. Like the gym gets busy right in January, right? And last year, I think I did a video on this, and I said last year in 2025, I decided that I was going to go digital for all of my scheduling. Like just use the calendars, do this thing. Yeah, Goonies never say die. But I was going to go digital for everything, and it didn't work for me because I juggle too many schedules at once, and I'm a note taker. So what did I buy for myself? I gave it a full honest effort, guys, in 2025. And I liked it, but I was still carrying a notebook around. So I did buy a refill for my day timer. So I'm using both.
Very nice.
That's not failure. That's saying and, not either or, but and.
Well, it's sometimes, like, I use a lot of the stuff, I put it on digitally. Okay. But conversely, I also have a lot of notebooks, because there are times when I just can't do one or the other, where it just doesn't feel good to be doing typing. It doesn't feel good to do writing. So it's good to have complement of both. They unlock different creative spirits, right?
We do. And I think that when you have people that are, they decide on Jan 1 that what are the biggest New Year's resolutions that fail? I'm guessing.
Well, you say quit smoking or lose weight or go to the gym every day.
Right. Well, do you have to go to the gym every day?
No.
What do you mean, no?
No, not at all. And I think trying to do it every day is a good recipe to burn yourself out and make yourself hate going it. So you'll just. I was listening to Atomic Habits, and they were discussing about, people that set the goal, the absolute goal of going to the gym every day, and inevitably fail because you can't do it. Something falls apart, and then you give up almost immediately. And he said his solution was just think of it as don't fail 2 days in a row. Don't have 2 bad days. So yeah, you missed one day, that's fine. Just don't do it again the next day.
Well, and when you're trying to quit something, it's kind of the same thing. Like I used to smoke years ago, and when I quit, I still had a pack of cigarettes in my glove box. Right. But today was not going to be the day that I was going to have a cigarette. I'm like, I'm not doing that today. It wasn't today, and it was not today, not today, not today. And enough of not today's happened that those suckers turned into dust in my glove compartment. That, like, if you would have smoked, you would have burned your lungs out. But sometimes it's just saying, okay, today's not the day I'm going to screw this up.
Yep.
And for the gym, like I'm at the gym every day. Do I need to be there every day? No. Do I rest sometimes? Yeah. But
that's okay, because resting isn't avoiding the gym. Resting is self-care, just in a different way, right?
Right. And if you never went to the gym, if you've never been to the gym before, here's a hack for you guys. If anybody is thinking about going to a gym and you don't want to commit to the gym, I would be willing to bet that every gym in town will give you a week trial to their gym. Take the week and try every gym. You can get a month of free gym just by trying it for a week here and there.
Yeah.
And what do you know? By going to this one, this one, this one, this one, you will get used to being at a gym. You're not committed to any gym. And I'd be willing to bet that the first one you went to would be the one you'd end up joining, because that's the first one you walked into and you were brave enough to do it.
Well, that's the hard thing, again, that bravery to even get started. A lot of people have a hard time with that. because they feel there's a lot of judgment. They feel that they're going to be laughed at. You know, because how many times have you heard people say the literal same thing? Well, I can't go in there because they're going to laugh at me. I mean, hell, I felt the same way when I started going to the gym. The people are going to laugh at me, right? So you get over it.
Do a circuit at each gym. Unlock freebies hack. Hey, I'm Ukrainian and I'm cheap, so I believe if there's a way to save a buck, I'll do it. But yeah, of course you could. You could. Everyone's going to give you a week to try it or a couple days. So someone's going to give you a week. Someone's giving you 2 weeks. Someone give you try them out.
Just make sure you know what you're doing. You have some sort of program, or you talk to somebody about getting it set up, because it's a daily thing, especially now with it's going to be worse with back to fitness, or back to the New Year's resolutions of people going to the gym with the impression they're going to get in shape, but getting there and realizing they don't even know what they have to get started with doing.
But let's add to the hack. If you're just trying the gym, they're probably gonna have somebody there showing you how to do things, so you're comfortable and welcome.
Yep, some of the gyms, not all the gyms will have that though, right? Like really? I know the YMCA has that, but you do need to schedule an appointment, and I do not think it comes with like free. You have to be an active member, like a paid membership, which is fair too.
Be like, what the hell is that thing? It's a barbell.
Or here's a thought: you can have a conversation with a person randomly and being like, "Hey, man, do you know what? Hey, man, hey, girl, whatever. You know, what's this? And how can I train this? Any suggestions?" Because they'll tell you. You know, the people there.
True.
Sorry, I lost you there for a second.
I think that did you? I think that when you, again, anything that you can try anything that's better, like if you could be like better than you were yesterday was the way that I would coach people.
Yeah.
And I think that if you have a goal, like I'm adding military workouts into my weekly routine this year, and do this whole project and see it to its fruition. Now that I've announced that I'm doing it, obviously it has
military. What does military workouts mean?
More calisthenics, like doing HIIT workouts, things like that. Lots of medicine ball stuff. Because all I do is I go there and I lift, right? So I think I need to pump myself a little harder. And
you need a challenge. You need to do something different at times and figure out what you're not good at. You know, where your weak points are, what you need to focus on, right?
Apparently, aging is one of my weak points. That's a weak point for me.
I'm not there yet. I'm not going to admit that's a weak point of mine. So I'm getting younger as I go along.
If you could give up anything like that, what would it be besides salad?
Besides salad? Well, you already had me at salad, right? What would I give up? I can't actually think of anything that I would give up like that, because I think everything has a certain value. Now, maybe you could say lack of self-control or something would be a good one. The ability to control one's actions would be a good one, to have a little bit more, you know.
So smoking's a bitch, but it's not as bad as it used to be, I don't think, because it was very socially acceptable and everybody smoked, right?
Yeah. Now nobody smokes.
Smoking
is very it used to be smoking when you were drinking a lot. So people don't like. That's the thing is, like you said, smoking isn't as socially acceptable anymore. So the big thing was that a lot of people would smoke because it was, could you say peer pressure? You know, arguably.
Peer pressure for smoking?
Yeah.
There was a social outing. There was a smoking corner at the high school.
I never got pressured to smoke once.
No, what am I wanting to join the military? God, no. No. Military workouts. It's just a different way of working out. I am not going to join the military. Yeah. Come on. No.
No.
Smoking.
Definitely too old for that one. So, but like when it comes to smoking, is like I never had peer pressure to start smoking. Right. Anytime I smoked is because I just wanted to try it or do it.
Well, smoking, I was still in Dauphin before I moved here. And okay, our son is 12. I was smoking cigarettes when I was 12 in my buddy's treehouse. Were we smoking them? Not really. We're kind of puffing on them. But I remember you could buy Players Medium came out in little packs. And I remember we'd buy these things and they were like $4. And we split this thing and it was an odd number. So someone got an extra one. But I remember we'd buy these things and just puff on them at the arcade and puff on them in his treehouse.
Yeah.
And our son is 12. And I'm like, dude, when I was your age, I was smoking.
You thought you were the coolest guy in the neighborhood, though. Look at
But
us. We got
everybody was. If you
cigarettes.
didn't smoke, you weren't. That's the
Yeah.
point. Like, it was
Well,
just
back
normal.
then, you look at the cigarette commercials back then. It was, like the cowboy or the rugged man and all these things, right?
Dude, they had ashtrays in the cafeteria at the hospital.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I had a friend whose car had 6 ashtrays in it.
And most of them were full.
And they all came with lighters. Like, there were 6 lighters in that thing.
Now, what does this button do? It'll burn you if you let it pop on your lap. I'll tell you that right now.
Oh, I still have burn marks from those things.
But Evan talked about something about vaping. Here's the thing. And I told Gage this. I said, if our kids come home with a vape, I'm buying a pack of cigarettes and you're going to smoke these.
Damn straight, unfiltered.
Because if you're going to pretend to smoke, that'd be like becoming an alcoholic on White Claws. Please. What?
Here, how's the static taste to you, right?
Like, it's like, you need to get, like, after a hard day at the office, you're going to come back and crack something.
The White Claw. I'll give you something that'll get you feeling a little. Here, drink this. This is called Absolute.
Yeah, some Everclear or some homebrew. I've got jugs of that, but and White Claws. That's like if someone described a flavor through static. That's the flavor of a White Claw.
That's it. I don't. Those are Canadian, eh?
Sure.
They're made in Canada. They were one of the Canadian, like a top exporter for alcohol.
Why? Like, because they're 0 calorie or something?
Because people love them. Like, have you ever had one?
I did, and I didn't like it.
I drank it, and it was like worse than Chinese food. I was like, I feel like I haven't drank anything.
But you're Chinese,
right?
No, I think that this stuff is. I'm just gonna drink it all.
Might be Chinese, but I'm not White Claw.
You're not White Claw. No, I think that when you have when you develop habits, it's usually peer pressure, right?
Yes.
Or situational, whatever it is. Like
it's absolutely situational. Like, you talk to anybody in the food service industry, they've smoked. Why? Because you're not going to get a coffee break, but you can get a cigarette break.
I would guess that nurses and hairdressers were the 2 biggest smokers back in the day. Because you take a break between clients and you go smoke.
There's no hairstylist in the world that smoked on their break. They were smoking while they were working. Come on.
Dude, does this barber chair have it? Most barber chairs back in the day had an ashtray in the armrest.
See? Like, there you go.
There was a time when Brian would have been at the mall cutting hair with a cigarette hanging out of his mouth, and that was fine.
Right?
It was fine.
Right? You could smoke on an airline. You could smoke anywhere at that point in time. I remember smoking restaurants, smoking section in restaurants. Well, that didn't really help. You just had this wafting smoke of air coming out of that room.
Oh, the front windows of Applebee's were the smoking section when I worked there.
Yeah. Did you ever go to Suds at the university?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So the massive amount of smoke that would coming out of that place on a regular day was just disgusting, just coming out like a fog.
Yeah, but I mean, it's again one of those things that it was normal and it was there. I mean, now it's not weird to smell weed everywhere. I mean, it's. God. I know. Like, I'm not against it, but
I'm not against it, but okay. So I am really against how some people really consider cannabis smoking. Okay, because there was I remember this a couple of years ago. The university was having an issue with people wanting to vape cannabis in the university, and they said no, you can't because you can't smoke inside the building. And the students were upset because, well, why can't I? It's legal. I can smoke anywhere I want. It's like, no, you can only smoke in designated smoking sections.
Can you drink a bottle of whiskey in class?
Right. It was like, why is this? I mean, there's the problem with a lot of the younger people. They just sort of think that all of a sudden the rules have changed and this is somehow different. And they're not willing to pay attention to the authorities saying, no, you can't do it.
I'm not against it, but I'm not doing it. Yeah, it's each their own. I remember the guys that were, I know I have friends that smoke a lot of weed and they'd be like, I don't drink. I'm like,
oh, that's right. That's better.
Yeah, just drugs for me. Like,
yeah, I'll just heroin is fine. I just
weed's not heroin. I'm just saying that it's if you're saying that if you're proud that you don't drink but you get high as giraffe titties every night, that does not mean that you're sober, dude. Like,
okay, so why do people use cannabis? It's anxiety, sleep problems, pain, stress,
glaucoma,
cancer. Okay, it's like, okay, that's absolutely fair. I totally get it. But if I drank this every night for those same reasons, I would have a problem.
True. And here's the difference between insomnia. Sure.
Yep.
Here's the thing between drinkers and weed smokers. When weed was illegal, especially,
yep,
people would brag about how much weed they smoked.
Yep.
And how much, and guys that smoked a pile of weed would brag about how much weed they smoked because it was badass.
Yep. Of course.
I've never heard anybody who drinks excessively, like to a point where like it's a problem.
Yeah.
Brag about how much they drink.
You know, I get it when we used to go out for the bar or whatever and be like, how much did you drink? I had 17 shots. No, you had 5. That's okay.
You had 5, and there were sourpuss there, guy. That was the White Claw of our time.
Yeah. That is true. That is pretty true, right?
It was so, like,
yeah. Or young guys in front of it are vaping. Yeah, I mean, they shouldn't be vaping at all. It's you can't smoke there.
No, and I think that the drugs, I think that having it so accessible and so sneakily accessible with the vapes, that's where you're gonna get younger people doing it because they can sneak it in and not have to light it, not have to have the skill of rolling one because that's a bitch. Yeah, and when it becomes
you're right, that's the only if you wanted to get high, you had to learn how to do this,
dude. And
now the barrier to entry, right? The barrier to entry is terrible.
No, you'd have to roll a pinner and it sucked and you couldn't get anything out of it. Yeah. And you had that one guy that could just do it.
There's always that one guy who just has it just glorious. It was like, how did you do that? You know, just
easy.
Perfect
His
amount
eyes are rarely open.
Yeah, right. It's always squinting.
Oh, just saying.
What are you saying? What are you saying?
I'm just saying. I wish you'd open your eyes all the time sometimes when I'm talking to you because it's either high or
I get tired. I get tired. What's your problem?
Slightly sleepy. So let's guys, I want everybody to get honest about the kind of resolutions you've made and failed at. Okay. Or throw the ones down that you're going to do this year for a little bit of accountability. The reason that I dumped my guts for a minute was to show a little bit of accountability and say, here's what I'm going to do. So now that it's out there, got to do it. Right. It's like if you tell your friends you're going to quit smoking, you better quit smoking.
Well, that's the thing. When people can hold you accountable to things, it's much more powerful. And there is another way I saw that for accountability is you have to select a goal. And if you fail, you punish yourself by donating to like a charity or cause that you don't normally endorse. Right?
That happens. Evan did not make any resolutions. Evan, you have a resolution. And it's not a resolution. It's a goal. A goal is a resolution.
Like that's the thing. People will say, well, I don't make resolutions. I prefer to make goals. And it's like, okay,
sure, make it a goal.
Then do it. Like, why are we arguing semantics about it? You know, if you want to do it, just call it whatever the hell you call it, George.
Well, here's the thing. Can you imagine going into the first of the year saying, I have no goals for this year?
Yeah, wonderful.
No.
I killed it last year. I'm just gonna take the year off.
I'm good.
Yeah, I'm pretty good. You guys do you, boo, right? I'm just gonna sit back and just gonna coast for the rest of the year, right?
Right. And if you have no goals, you're stagnant. If you're stagnant, then don't bitch that things suck.
Exactly. You know, one of the resolutions I would give people, just my clients, just for fun, right? Mm-hmm. They would say, you know, what's your resolution? And I would say, you know, I make the same one every year and I nail it every time just to be more awesome.
Right. And you are nailing it. You are
absolutely.
Awesome. You're more awesome than you were yesterday.
You'd be surprised how many people really get upset about that. They're like, well, that's not really a goal. You're not setting any metrics or get deadlines or anything. I'm like, it's called a joke. Chill out. It's just a joke.
Of course it is. Like, hey, AC, there you go. Stop smoking while writing. Here's the thing. If all you did was stop smoking while you're writing and you went out and had a smoke at some point in time, that's a huge cutback on your nicotine.
That's the easy thing. Yeah. It's a change of your habit. You know, you break that. Yeah, once you identify where that chain of habits goes, and you can disrupt it, and it's gone.
We're gonna see her. We're gonna see her writing with a laptop on her out on the porch,
or just chew. She'll be with chewing tobacco or something instead.
I chewed for years, man. I just throw a big Copenhagen dip in there and start writing.
There you go. Perfect.
That stuff go right to your brain. I'll tell you that right now. Goals. There you go. Goals. Top of my head is to.
So there we go. That's good.
That's it. Grow your business, cut back on some shitty stuff, improve something else. It's really that it's attainable.
Yeah.
And make something that's insane. I'll tell you what, last year when I went through this thing and I started in January, that was the craziest most insane thing that I had shot myself into in years. But hey, I did pretty damn well with it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you would really say you did it. You completed it, right?
I got past. Yeah, I made it to the last gate, and that was it. And great.
Hey, look at it this way. I think how bad you made a few people feel, right? Because they're like, "Oh, this old guy just kicked my ass."
Here's the thing, man.
Like, I'm really not good.
Dude, I was easily I was easily 20 years up on everybody when I went in there. And the first guy that ran this sucker, and it's a whole obstacle course thing. The dude looked like Reacher. And he was probably 30 and didn't make it happen. Like, and he was the first one to go. I'm like, oh my God. If he didn't do it, I'm not going to do this.
Yeah.
And I went through this stupid thing. I went through it and I thought there's no way in hell. Yeah. And it was ugly. It wasn't pretty. And the girl's like, that was the ugliest attempt I've ever seen. But you beat the clock by 7 seconds. I'm like, you got to be shitting me. Yeah. So I'm like, cool, we got it.
Yep. Awesome. So okay, the problem what people have with goals though is everyone is very busy all the time. So the thought of putting another goal onto another person's mindset is prohibitively hard for a lot of people, right? So I really think what people need to do, and we see this realistically when it comes to any change. If you want to have something changed for the better, for the worse, or whatever it might be, it has to come in the way of taking something away in the form of a sacrifice, right? You got to get rid of something, preferably a bad habit if you're going to add a good habit to it.
I'd say a bad habit that holds all of us back are these things.
Yep, I would agree.
Right? So if having a better year meant having this thing shut off more, and it's a habit, it's an addiction, we all have it.
Yeah.
If you could say, I'm going to scroll less, or I'm going to, whatever I consume on my phone is going to be positive, and it triggers something in you. Like I listen to Gary Vaynerchuk, like, dude, all the time. Yeah. And I'm going through all of his books right now at the gym. I'm listening to them.
Yeah.
If you can inject some good, like the solution to pollution is dilution, right?
Yeah. Correct.
Just do some better stuff. And you have time. Yes, anybody that bitches but that they're 9 to 5 and they can't do it, you got 16 more hours in the day.
Yeah. Sleep 15 minutes less. It's amazing we can get done 15 minutes consistently every day.
You're not wrong. Better organization. See, there you go. See, this is something. So everybody, people are putting stuff up. Find a job that doesn't involve me being weeks away from my kids.
Yeah.
There is a way. Yeah. There is a way.
So like you said, these things are like, they're terrible. They're absolutely horrible little things. But one of the most wonderful things about these little suckers is they come with a timer, right? So you can actually set like an alarm, a timer, or whatever. So say you need to take 20 minutes of dedicated time, set a timer. If you need to take your vitamins at 5 a.m. every day, set an alarm for 5 o'clock. Then it's going to remind you.
Wait a minute. This thing does more than just tell me when something does. Oh, shut the hell up.
It's not just my Instagram meme machine.
Must be an Apple thing because I didn't know you could. Wait a minute. You can use that for actual productive shit. Come on.
Yeah. Do you know you can talk on these things too?
Apparently, there's a phone option on there as well. Yeah.
You know, you really have to look at the irony of the fact that we buy these phones, but they're used for texting and video and stuff, right?
Yeah, phone is probably the least used.
But then we buy a computer so we can talk to people face to face.
What the hell's happened to it?
What's going on here, right?
But here's the thing, and this is where even our kids are getting in this, where it's screens and screens and screens. And the best name I've heard for kids that do nothing but sit in the house. Yeah. Does anybody know what, there's Karens, like there's a Karen thing and there's Chads. Well, there's one for kids that I thought was absolutely spot on, nailed it. Right. So everybody try to guess what the name you would take for the kids that literally live on their phones, on their laptops, on their tablets, and don't really leave the house and have.
Oh God. I couldn't even guess.
Indoor cats.
Indoor cats.
Indoor cats. It's like, like indoor cat. We were talking about this today with a client. He's like, like an indoor cat. I'm like, what? He goes, yeah, indoor cats. They kind of laze around, do whatever the hell they want to do. They're not really productive, and they would never survive in the real world. I'm like, holy shit.
Oh, that's accurate. Yeah.
You nailed it. Like this is the you're right. Indoor cats.
That's the absolute form of domestication, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, it's with the kids, their habits are developed through our habits, right?
Yeah.
And even with them, I piled so much damn snow. I have 2 mountains, one in the front yard, one in the back.
Yeah.
Why? Because they like to dig it out and make an igloo out of it.
Right.
And that's a lot of work because there's
it is
shit that I'm no. The mountain in the front of the house is bigger than Gage's bedroom. It's a beast. So you're gonna hollow that sucker out.
You gotta hollow it out. You should make it into a giant freaking igloo.
Yeah, so you hollow it out, and then I have a camp, like one of those jet torches, jet stoves,
and
I put it in the middle and let it.
Oh, yeah, just let it heat up. Yeah,
heat up in there, and then what it does, it crystallizes the inside.
Yeah,
and it's like ice walls.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's cool. But they got to go do some digging, kids. Like, get your asses out and dig.
You know, that's the problem is a lot of kids these days. Like, I've actually seen warnings in like newspaper articles or whatever talking about don't let your kids go out and dig tunnels in the snow because it could collapse and they could suffocate. It's like, yeah, but I mean, that happened to somebody we knew. We just grabbed them by the feet and pulled them out.
This is not an avalanche. It's 8 feet of snow.
What the hell are we talking about here, guys? Like, sure, I guess. But I mean, are we going to catastrophize every single thing so we are protecting our children so much that they never do anything and just stay indoors and roll around in a sunbeam?
Absolutely, because the world's a dangerous place.
It is, but that's going to cause some pretty pricey mental health bills later on, I think.
Well, here's the thing. The world's a dangerous place. It's more dangerous if you're not prepared for it.
Absolutely. Like if you're not going to get ready for the things that life could be tossing at you, it's like, oh, get a helmet, right?
So then here's the thing. Is the world more dangerous or are people weaker?
I think a lot of it is because we've talked about this yesterday. I was saying, how everything has shifted away from the struggles and everyone just wants the validation that they're beautiful, they're 10, you're perfect every possible way, right?
Yeah.
Because why not? Transformation actually makes people dangerous in the right way. It creates capacity, creates resiliency and discipline and wisdom. And we don't want that with people. We want the ultimate sheep, that people are just going to go to work, get stressed out, be domestic, and just worry constantly.
I'll tell you what, I've never had any delusions of grandeur. I think I'm a solid 4, like on a good day. On a good day, I'm a 4. On a bad day, I'm like a 3. And if I put a suit on me, I'm like a 4.
Well, at least you're consistent.
I'm consistent. The world is more judgmental, not less. I don't know.
I don't think so.
I don't know if the world's more judgmental. I think that we are
more insecure about it.
We're insecure. So if you told me, hey, Quentin, your nose is crooked. Yeah, you're right. I didn't realize this until like a year ago. When the kids are like, why is your nose crooked? I'm like, my nose is crooked? I never even thought about it. But it's been punched a few times and it's a little off center.
The only reason we think people are more judgmental is because we seem to think that we're somehow important to these people.
I believe that's part of it. Are people more judgmental, or do people feel that they don't love them as much as they should?
Right. It's changed so much. Our whole purpose in life nowadays seems to be liked by as many people as possible, right? Get as many people liking me. It doesn't matter because nobody's going to like you when it comes down to it. If you really were authentic, you're going to piss everyone off at some point in time.
Dude, the opening note of this chapter of this book is this is going to make me very unpopular.
Yeah, it's good.
Give a shit.
I mean, like, seriously, are you being legal? Are you being ethical? Are you acting in a profitable way? What else is there? If you're doing those things and you're being a good person overall and people don't like you, it sounds like a win to me.
Don't you think the world, it would be better if everybody was just nice? Just nice. Just nice.
No.
Nice is easy. Nice is easy.
No.
She's a 2 out of 10. I lack desirable qualities. Well, if you take my personality into account, I'm like a solid 1.3.
We're talking an intangibles, sorry. Like, oh, that's not good. So like, you have access to a lot of people's thoughts, but there's also a lot of crazy nut jobs out there.
Oh, absolutely.
Don't even worry about them, right? So you talked about being nice. Okay. Now I listened to a podcast and just the other day where they're talking about that, and the concept was, is it better to be a nice guy or a good man?
It's better to be a good man.
Right. And yet so many people are being that nice guy, the pleasers or whatever it is, but nobody's really being that good man and standing up for what matters.
You are correct. And I think that when the nice guys are doormats, you're a doormat if you're a nice guy. And when I say be nice, it's I'm going to reiterate this because I've told our kids multiple times, you do not have to like everybody. Just be nice to them. Just be nice. That's it.
Be kind to them and just,
be kind.
I mean, some people are just like slinkies. They're mostly useless, but they're fun to push down the stairs.
Exactly. Now, a good man versus a nice man. A good man, you have to have the capacity to do the things that you were born to do. And the expectation that you have, and I'll say this out loud as a man, is to what? Provide,
protect, procreate. Those are the three they talk about a lot. Yeah.
Right. Now, I am a very calm individual and always have been, but I'm also like, it's funny because Gage mentioned this once, or Bo, that the kids in school think that I'm the scary dad.
Right.
Why? I don't know. They can't understand why.
Well, maybe they watched Nobody and they saw you put a gun up to the protagonist's head.
Perhaps, but no. It's like, I'm big, I'm bald, this is not a good look. So I could see it, but has anybody worried about AC's a good man? She's hang on a second. I'm pretty sure she's a she, but she's a good man. You can, you betcha.
You can identify however you want.
You confuse the shit out of me for a second.
Yeah.
She's a good, or a good woman. Here's the thing: be a good woman, be a good man. And that whole thing is, are you doing the things that you were designed to do? Right. And we all have our roles and our ways. Like if you're a family man or family woman, your job is to protect, provide, and do all these things.
Yeah.
And you should be willing to do that at all costs. Like I would burn alive for my family. In a heartbeat. Right. But would I? You just can't be a doormat. Like be nice, but you have to be able to stand up and do your thing.
Yeah. And more importantly, like if something awful were to happen, would you be able to do it if it was necessary to protect the things you believed in, right?
In a heartbeat.
And then also, you can take it even further. When it was done, how quickly could you revert back to the person you were?
I've only
because that's a big question. You go around and somebody breaks into your house and threatens your family, and you beat the living crap out of them. Right. How quickly can you calm down? Okay, kids, quick, you go get the shovel, okay, and I'm gonna need some rubber gloves.
Right. Well,
right.
I think when you have, that's an extreme situation. But okay, me, and anybody that knows me knows that I'm a pretty chill individual, right?
Right.
However, how many times during the years I worked in bars and all this stuff would I drag someone out? Right.
Yeah.
And go back to being the guy that's cutting their hair in a week. Like I've had guys that I've ripped out of a bar that were like punching me, sit in my chair the week later. And I'm like, hey man, sorry.
Yeah. Hey, you were being a jerk. You got a job to do.
You had to leave. That was it. Yeah. I don't take anything personally. And here's the thing. This is where social media, I think the best detox could be a social media detox.
Yeah, I agree. Or an entire digital, away from computers, away from your phone, away from everything like that.
What if all you did was turn the comments off on your posts? Could you live with that?
Absolutely.
Could you live with putting something up that you don't know if anybody's commenting on it?
I actually have right now I have to force myself to go to the comments to check on them, so just to get some engagement.
Comments can be nasty. I mean, I've taken heat on TikTok. I've taken heat on a few things. I don't do much.
Have you had death threats yet?
You did, but I mean, it's no, I haven't had any death threats, but I've had people just shoot stupid shit in my comment section. Like, but I don't care. Here's the thing. I don't know you. Let's just say somebody from our chat gave me threw a really nasty comment at one of us, we'd probably take it a little more personally because we know you to a point.
Yeah.
And you're saying this because you actually have you actually know who you're talking to.
Yeah.
So I don't know. People have to.
Here's one that I kind of got a little bit upset about. It was on email. Okay, I had a guy come in for I can actually tell you this one because no breach of confidentiality or anything.
Sure.
A guy came in for a massage with one of my staff, right? So young girl, new therapist, and he found out that we didn't direct bill after the appointment, and he goes, "Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and get my wallet. I'll be back in a minute." Vroom, gone. So I sent him a message. I'm like, "Hey, be appreciated if you come back, pay for your appointment." And he sent a reply back. I still had the reply, all in caps. My wife and I are never coming back to your clinic because your effing front staff are so effing lazy and won't direct bill us. We're never coming back to your effing place again. So my response was, okay, how about you come tell me that to my face and we'll talk about it.
Right. Yeah.
And then the fun part was a couple of days later, I saw him at Superstore and he was definitely staying a few aisles away.
Oh, why? He was he put you in your place. He taught you a lesson.
How dare he? Right?
Here's some wisdom that I'm going to pass on to you. Here's my solution for sitting alone. Really? This?
Oh, boy. Geez.
You guys enjoy this?
Wow.
Holy shit. Thank you.
Wow. Cool.
Fridays, my solution for sitting home on Fridays rather than sit alone home. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Thank you. See, validation feels nice. And you know what? That's
a
genuine comment. Or she's drunk.
Yeah.
Which is fine either way.
It's still a compliment. It still counts.
We'll take it. No
take backs.
No take backs. When my dad used to tell me this, if you lend someone $20 and you never see them again, it was worth $20.
Yeah, it's $20 well spent.
Never see them again. $20 well spent, $100 well spent. I will take it because you know what? Again, you can be a good man or you can be a kind man.
Yeah.
Kind man would still do shit like that. A good man would never do that.
Right.
Or a good woman or a good they them. I'm just trying to
whatever. Caesar, right?
Yeah. You don't drink alcohol. No. I'm just saying. I mean, I'm just trying to.
It's good. Alcohol is a terrible habit.
You enjoy this, and I appreciate that, but I didn't know if you're in the right mindset because maybe that's why you enjoy it.
Maybe drinking. Yeah, I would be understandable. I mean, this is a terrible habit. You should never do it.
Itchy and sick. I'm gonna say bad dad thing for a second here. So Christmas when I was a kid, my dad would buy this. It was a Jewish wine. It was very sweet, Mashevich, something like that, and it was like grape juice. And on Christmas Day, they would all cheers, and they'd buy this really, really, really sweet wine that the kids could have. We could have a little drink, right?
Yeah.
So this year I went to find it. It's an American thing, so you can't get it here. So we picked up some.
Why? There's Jews in Canada.
Yeah, but the wine isn't here. So we bought this really, really sweet champagne. Thought, okay, the kids will have a little cheers.
Yeah.
Strictly ceremonial. We weren't getting them loaded. So Bo tried it and she got rashy.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And I'm like, she was like freaking out. I'm like, no, it's probably this, and that's fine. It's better to know when you're 10 than whatever. But yeah, sometimes it does happen. I knew a guy that I worked with at the bar that he would drink beer and turn blood red.
Yeah.
Like you could see that he should be itchy, but he would just drink anyways, like whatever.
Well, so some people, like actually a surprising number of people, they always say it's the Asians, but it's actually a lot of people who have a hard time. They don't have the enzyme to break down the alcohol and they get red and splotchy and itchy.
Baby duck.
Oh, good stuff. You could drink that by the gallon.
I'll tell you a story about that when you're done your story.
Just put a straw in and away you go, right? So
Magnum. It came in magnums.
Did it come in magnums?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, a magnum's a lot smaller when it's wine. Really, like it's not as much alcohol.
It's like almost 2 liters.
Yeah, we used to serve only like I remember at the restaurant we had Baby Duck and Hochtaler. that old white wine in the box, adult juice box, right?
Sparkling grape juice. It all worked. There was no de-alcoholized anything when we were kids. Gotta remember that.
Yes, there was.
Like what?
There was de-alcoholized beer.
Oh, Texas Pride.
Yeah.
I remember that was the thing.
You can go into Superstore back then because they served the stuff for making wine kits, and they had like alcohol-free beer. It wasn't good. Nobody drank that. Nobody wanted to drink it.
There was no de-alcoholized wine when we were kids.
No, No, that's true. No, that wasn't the
No,
thing.
you drank just really sweet wine.
Yeah. Or juice. Yeah.
Juice?
Or juice.
It was juice. Yeah, it was Jewish
Yeah.
wine.
Yeah.
Oh, juice. Yes.
Yeah. That's what I said. What did you say?
I'm just going with what I heard.
Terrible.
Right. So, okay, here are the top resolutions that people fail at.
Go for it. Number 1.
Hang on. No. Don't go number 1 because that's easy.
Number 10.
Number 7.
Okay.
What do you think the last one on the list is? Come on, guys. And don't use the easy one because we know what the easy ones are.
Spend less money.
That is number 3. Save more money or get out of debt. That people try and they break.
Yeah, they probably get out of debt by the time Christmas comes around, though.
You're gonna hate what number 7 is, Jay. You're gonna hate it so much.
But, oh, really?
Yeah. I'll start at the beginning and go on.
Yep, go for it.
First one is lose weight or get fit.
Is that number 1 or number 7?
That's number 1.
Okay.
Get more.
Yep.
That's a good one. Get more sleep. I'm guilty of not getting enough.
100%. Get more sleep is the number. Is if you want to get healthier, period, you get more sleep. That's it. First thing you got to do.
Strawberry Angel. There was that, and there was Pastel Peach was another gem.
I got loaded. Was that Arbor Mist stuff?
Arbor Mist. Remember Bartles and James wine coolers?
No, I don't.
The OG wine coolers?
No.
They were sparkling wine, and they were sweet as hell. They were great. But go back to your baby duck for a second. When I was 18, I went to my first country fest. And you know what a wineskin looks like?
Mm-hmm.
I had a wineskin full of baby duck.
A baby duck. All carbonated and glorious, eh?
It was like a big bladder. But I got loaded on baby duck. Like we were drinking this shit because it was cheap. And what did you bring to Country Fest? Booze, Doritos, hot dogs, maybe buns, and no water. What for? No. You had booze.
You got booze.
And that was your supply run for the weekend. And I was annihilated at the ripe age of 18. And I lost my keys and it flooded.
Yep. Perfect. Success. Mission success.
I wake up because I just if I sleep past 5, I'm pissed off myself. So number 2. So 1 is lose weight and get fit. What do you think number 2 is? This is smoking. Do it, not lose it. What's the do it?
Oh, okay. So so not quit smoking is obviously you can't do it, right?
That's later down the line.
Oh, really?
What's harder than saving money?
Harder than
saving money was number 3, and losing weight was number 1. What's harder than saving money or getting out of debt?
Working less,
eating healthier.
Yeah, that's fair.
Eat healthier was number 2. Number 4, as far as resolutions people make. Go ahead.
Why do you think it's harder to eat healthy?
Because we're surrounded by garbage and absolute pollution for food that's easier to get at and eat than healthy food.
But I mean, cooking doesn't have to be terrible. It doesn't have to be hard.
No. Any idiot can cook.
God, I cooked a really freaking good gourmet meal.
Oh.
You know, it was really freaking good. And it took less time than you would even imagine.
Right. It's just, the ability and desire are 2 different things. And this is where people have to really change their thinking, because I'd be willing to bet that everybody here has the ability to do this shit.
Yeah.
The desire isn't there. Yeah. You know why I lost weight? You know why I went from being a fat tub of shit to not being a fat tub of shit? And I can use the F word because I was one. Okay. It's because my doctor told me I would have a heart attack before I was 30. And I was a tub.
There you go. Everything when it comes to health or change in life is always reactive. Okay. And I mean that very, very as a little bit of a plug for my business, because I'll have people quite often will say, shouldn't your business be called proactive? I'm like, no, because every change that we do is reactive to something going wrong or somebody giving us a judgment that we didn't appreciate.
Well, no one comes to you when they're feeling good.
Right. You know, it's always like, oh, I'm stressed, or even if they don't really have any problems, and they're just like, well, I just kind of want to feel good about it. It's like, okay, so you're not feeling as good, so you need to feel gooder, right?
Gooder is better, more gooder.
Yes, more gooder is always gooder.
Okay, cost. Okay, AC. Oh, AC, is it Amanda? Why do I always get her name? She told me her name once in chat, and I keep on forgetting. Give me your first name. But just text it, send it to me. So I'm going to say it as soon as you say it. But
cost can be for eating healthier. You mean is
No.
that what it was, or for getting in shape, or what?
I'm gonna guess it was for eating healthier.
Okay,
What was it for eating healthier? My guess is this: the cost of eating healthy is. I don't think that it's more expensive to eat healthy. I think that it's more time consuming to eat. Amy, can we remember that, Amy? Because she's here all the time. She's our biggest fan. I love everybody else too, but
number one and only fan.
The only one that said she liked us.
Yeah.
So when you talk about eating healthy, if I go and buy $200 worth of groceries on a Sunday, because that's generally the bill. Okay. I've got meals for the week, including kids' lunches.
Yep.
Math, Jayon, you're the Asian. What's that turn out for family of 4?
It's less than $30. Less than $30 a day.
A day.
Yeah.
How much is a Happy Meal? Roughly almost $20.
I don't know. What's the Happy Meal cost?
It's a McDonald's, like a fast food meal has got to be damn.
Oh, well, okay. So it's over $20.
Okay. So the cost of eating healthy is cheaper than the cost of eating shit.
100%.
Time is what people say. Well, I can't. Yes, you can. You know what? Throw a slab of meat in this cooker. Did I give you any of the deer that I got processed?
Oh, yeah. So I've got 2 of the back straps, and I've been trying to figure out what I'm going to do with it. So this is a good topic to bring up because I'm going to make a really good meal. I'm going to basically do a venison Wellington.
Okay, so your back straps are the tenderloins, right?
Exactly.
They're those muscles down the back.
Yes.
Yeah, make them a Wellington.
A Wellington. I'm going to do a venison Wellington. And it is okay. So here's the thing. It sounds really fancy. It looks really fancy, but when it comes down to it, it is so easy, and it is a crowd pleaser. It's affordable, right? It doesn't cost a lot.
You can make that. So what will that cost you to make? Really?
Okay, the most expensive thing is going to be a little bit of prosciutto. So it's probably about $4 in prosciutto. If you live healthy, you will live longer. Yes, retirement will cost more. Absolutely. So it's true.
Yeah, but that's why we work hard. And that's fine. Greg, you're gonna be fine, dude. You're the dude. What do you sleep 3 hours a day? I think at best he works, man.
Not. Jeez, but if you want a life hack, if you want a period life hack, sleep more. Change everything.
I probably could, but I don't.
Do you know how many clients I have coming in with systemic health problems? And I say, how much do you sleep? They're like, about 3 hours a night. Like, okay, you got to sleep more. Well, I can't. I'm too busy. What are you doing at night? Phone, flipping on your phone. Constantly. I can't sleep. Well, you can't sleep now.
Let's rewind to this Wellington. I'm very curious. So you're probably going to spend $30 on supplies.
Not even.
Right. So here's the thing. I hunt. So like next time you buy, because I got my deer ground and it's 50-50 with pork and trim.
Right. Well, I should really just have you guys over for beef for the venison.
I would be very curious
we should set that up, and it would just have a family eat together your venison.
We should, but I've got like 50 some packs of ground beast. I call it ground beast because it's half pork and half
roast beast, right?
Roast beast. Yeah. But where was I missing this? Amy said
Happy Meals. So it's
not Happy Meals. Right. So do we eat fast food? Yeah, it happens for sure. Like we're going to go to the movie tomorrow and see Avatar.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's 3 hours long, dude. You can't tell me you're not going to eat something.
I'm going to eat a bucket of popcorn and probably 2 because I refilled that.
And you're probably going to go to the can 3 times.
How many pounds did I lose in total? I was 307 pounds or 309 pounds at my chubbiest. And my lightest was 215. But I wasn't just losing weight. I became a gym addict and I was building muscle.
Muscle.
I probably lost 100 pounds of fat.
That's a kid.
God, that's a lot of weight.
It's a kid.
It's a kid.
You could feed a family for a while on that.
You could. And here's the funny thing. You say eating healthy is more expensive. Horse shit, I say to that, because I gave up all the shit that I shouldn't be eating, and all I did was eat healthy, and it was cheap because guess what? It was self-control, and I only ate 3 times a day plus shakes in between.
See, here's the thing that I would agree with that entirely, because I've talked to so many people who are like, I've gone on every diet. I can't lose weight no matter what I do. My metabolism is shot. And I'm like, no, it isn't. Your metabolism is fine. Nope, I'm in starvation mode. It's like, that doesn't even exist. That's not even a thing. And I said, you're lying about your food. And you can imagine how that goes. Okay? Mm-hmm. Because I get really upset. But once in a while, somebody comes back and goes, you know what? I took a look at what I was eating, and I was lying to myself a lot, because I wasn't counting, what I was drinking, the double doubles, the triple triples, the lattes, the ice cream or the snacks or the, the stuff that was left over because my kids didn't finish it. I wasn't counting any of that stuff.
Imagine this for anybody who's considering losing weight. And this is coming from a guy who was a personal trainer, and Jayon, who's a health guru / Asian. Imagine if you only ate when you were hungry.
Yeah.
I mean, hungry, not bored.
Yeah.
Hungry. Are you eating because you're hungry, or are you eating because you're bored? If you're bored, find something to do.
Yeah.
Find something to do. Like, that's the problem.
There is a thing of food noise, though, right? That people talk about, right? The eat me, Seymour, eat me. That's just a constant got to eat this sort of thing. And that's why Ozempic is killing it so much, because it cuts out the food noise so much.
Eating on your cycle.
Menstrual cycle.
Is that okay?
Doesn't change. Metabolism's the same when you're on your cycle. And that sounds very patronizingly as a guy saying it, but all the research says the same thing.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I could see there being cravings, because hormones. Oh my God. I'm going to call my wife out for a second.
There's absolutely cravings, and everyone experiences cravings. So, for example, if you're really, really like stressed or fight or flight, you're going to crave, one of two things, chocolate and salt and vinny chips, right? Because you're craving the chocolate because you want that dopamine fix, and the salt because you're trying to get the minerals your body needs to start creating energy again.
I think that there's a change that happens in women. I don't know anything about women, so don't judge me, because I'm an idiot and I'm a guy and I don't understand anything about women. I'm not saying that I do. However, changes happen in a woman's life at some point in time. I'm sure when they get in their 40s or getting into their 40s, or things change hormonally, I'm assuming. Yes. And the only reason I'm saying this right now is because Kelsey's been off for a few days, and I have never seen so many action movies on a TV ever since all the days I've known her. She's watching shoot 'em up movies like crazy. I'm like, is that an estrogen low and testosterone high? Is it just trying to figure out what is it?
That is the kind of the thing, because a lot of times, if you listen to the conversations that's on Threads or Twitter, right, about hormones, people will talk about they have a hormone imbalance. And it's like, okay, which ones do you mean? Yeah. Because there's 28 of them at least, right? But women have testosterone too.
Yeah, I don't know what what is it? I don't know what HD is, but my doctor says I got 80 of them.
Yeah, exactly. But okay, do you remember the Family Guy when what's his wife's name?
Lois.
She gets all jacked.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. And they're like in the bedroom, and she goes and picks up the dresser and puts it against the door. And is like, now nobody can get in and nobody can get out. And he's like, oh!
I can't wait for that day to happen. I'll tell you that right now. But talk about ADHD, and let's go into that tirade for a second. Remember, we were talking about this a while ago, and I said that like I could drink a pot of coffee and go to sleep, no big deal. And you said that I don't have a sensitivity, or what did you say it was to caffeine? I don't have a sensitivity to caffeine. Like it happens.
Some people just aren't very sensitive to it. They don't have receptors that uptake at the same degree. Yeah.
Right. So, and I had coffee last night with dinner.
Yeah.
Whatever. It was a big family dinner, and I said I'll have a coffee and a glass of water. So, and someone looks at me from like, you're drinking coffee at 6 o'clock at night. I'm like, yeah. Are you gonna be able to sleep? I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
She goes, well, that's probably ADHD. I'm like, not everything's autism.
Not everything is neurodivergency.
No, maybe I just like, here's the thing, to the same extent, it takes me a shit pile of freezing to freeze me when I get it filling.
Yeah.
Like some people are just not as sensitive to things as others.
Completely. Take any redhead, they're less sensitive to pain, they're more sensitive to pain, and they take more like anesthetics to knock them out and make them not feel pain.
Right. So, I mean, people are different. It's not always just a thing. Like it could just be your built.
It doesn't, but I mean, that's how our society is turned. You know, it's like we need to have a label for everything so we can validate people's feelings instead of realizing that, holy shit, maybe it's just different.
Yeah, your feelings don't care. Like feelings don't mean jack. And here's the thing: if you're unhealthy, but you've been feeding your ticklish, right? My wife's not ticklish. Can't tickle her. Nothing. It's weird.
That's no fun.
Okay, let's go with it.
Well, number 4, hot boxer, or you a Dutch ovener. It's the same effect.
Number 4, as far as things that people try to make resolutions for and they fail at, is learning a new skill or hobby.
Okay.
Like I'm going to learn the guitar, or you're going to learn how to play whatever that Asian guitar thing is. That ting 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 ting.
Yeah.
What's that thing called?
A zinga.
Of course it is. You could have said anything, I believe.
I did say anything.
Is that a thing? Is that a thing?
I don't know. I have no idea. Okay, but why do people have a hard time with that? It's because they already have busy lives and they need to take something out of it to make room.
Okay, but if you wanted to learn a new skill and it wasn't that hard, okay. People have learned new skills over the last, let's say, 8 years,
30,000 years. You know,
30,000 years, or however many years.
Yeah.
But look at how many people are sitting on Instagram, TikTok, whatever,
filming
themselves doing whatever. That's a skill.
That's also the accountability they're putting on themselves, right?
Of course it is.
And that's brilliant.
Yeah.
I'm going to take 15 minutes. I'm going to put it on there. People are going to watch me, and that's me practicing.
If no one's ever put a video up on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, like of yourself, not just reposting shit. You know how nerve-wracking that is to put your first one up? Or when I did my first podcast, I was like, what the fuck?
God. Why am I doing this? I'm just a guy. I don't know what I'm talking about.
But you're worried about what people are going to think. I'm like, you know what? Then you do it and do a better job then. That's all I would say.
I was seeing a business coach for a while, and we were talking, and he's like, why are you having an issue putting out consistent videos? Okay. And I said, well, it's the same reasons anyone else, honestly. It's just that, fear of judgment, it's that spotlight effect, all that sort of thing. And he goes, well, that's interesting. And then he goes, you don't actually think people are going to watch it, do you? And I was like, hold on here. That's kind of fucking mean. It's like, and he goes, well, what is it? Do you want people to watch it or not? And well, that makes sense, right?
I assume no one's watching anything that I put out there.
Yeah.
Really, like when I put something out, I do this because we're having a good conversation and it's awesome having people in chat because I know they're engaged.
Yeah.
But is anybody else watching? I don't know. When I put a video up on TikTok or YouTube or whatever, I sometimes I hope nobody that I know watches it. I'm like, I hope nobody that I know is going to see this, but you put it up and it's out for the universe to see.
Yeah.
And why do we feel judged about people that don't know us? Because that's 99.9% of social media. They have no idea.
They have no idea. Well, here's a fun example, okay, of TikTok. When I was doing TikTok again, started into it. Like I lucked out and I kind of hit 1 or 2 that went a little viral. And I was like, okay, this is kind of a big deal. I guess this is the thing, because you don't expect it. You don't see it coming, right? One day we're at we're at the movie theater, okay, and this mom lady comes up to me. She goes, "Hey, excuse me, are you Jayon?" I'm like, "Yeah, why?" And she goes, "Do you mind saying hi to my son for a second? He sees you on TikTok all the time and he wants to say hi." And I was like, "Are you serious?" So I looked over. This kid's like 10. And he comes up wide eyes. He's like, this silly grin on his face. And so I held my hand out. I'm like, "Hey, how are you doing?" And he was like, "Oh my God, he's shaking my hand."
That's cool and I think that's cooler than anything that I've done in front of a camera. Because here's the thing. Nobody knows that I've done movies.
Right.
Everybody knows you do TikToks. Like, what the fuck?
So there's the big thing is we have noticed that fame is not determined on the size of the screen anymore.
No, and here's the thing. You're famous to 15 people.
Yes. Yeah.
And that's cool.
That's it. Exactly.
You're awesome. But I think that when you look at this and when you look at what you can do, if anybody's been shy, but like Amy has got a lot to share. I would say 100%. She, from what I see on Facebook, not that I'm stalking, but I check out whoever's in the feed and take a look at what's going on.
Right.
I think she's a brilliant mind. She does a lot of good. And when I see her posts, I'm like, damn it, she's out doing stuff. Like, I want to hear what you're doing. I want to hear what you're doing. Like, I wish you'd like.
It's a general curiosity, right?
You spark the curiosity, which is awesome. Turn on the camera. How about instead of having a cigarette, blog what you're doing?
To go up there and start blogging about why you don't want to have a cigarette, and there you go, right?
Or no, she's doing some pretty heavy shit. Like, vlog what you're doing, and that could take from the work you're doing, instead of taking a smoke break.
Yeah,
take the work and do the blog it, and then you create an audience, right? So number five is actually quitting the bad habits. Drinking, smoking, doom scrolling is number 5 that people fail at. Number 6 is be more productive or organized. And number 7 is you're going to hate number 7 because number 7 is general self-improvement.
Well, that's the thing. It is very easy to not do the general self-improvement, right? Mm-hmm. It's really easy just to say you're going to make a change and then never make a change, right?
Not entirely sure what the best equipment is. Oh, he's asking for technical shit now. Well, Evan, apparently Meta glasses do it really well. I can take a 30-minute. I can do
this.
Yeah, your phone will do it. Yeah, you do a time lapse. Yeah. But you can do like half an hour of time lapse footage, and it'll smooth it out and go, and suddenly it just happens. So go on your phone and hit time lapse, and it'll.
And the thing is, people love watching people doing shit. They don't. Like, talking is one thing, but they want to see doing shit or learning how to do shit or seeing shit being done.
People like to be educated, even if it's through YouTube or TikTok or whatever else.
Even if it's the numbnuts like me, right?
Yeah, like I don't know shit about shit. I'm just very opinionated.
Yeah.
I need time lapse for like 8 hours of real time. Well, you're gonna have to stop and go because you could. I'm sure you can.
You probably I don't know. Like I have no idea. You might need a better camera for that sort of thing. But I couldn't say.
Watch. I go and record church sermons or Facebook scroll. Focus on. So yeah, we do doom scroll even if it's productive. I get it.
We convince ourselves that we're doing it for good reason. And I mean, to be fair, AI is my killer because it's very easy to do it, right?
What was the what do they call it? Brain rot? Yeah. Is that what they're calling brain rot with us on the phones? So yeah, we watch stuff and it's full of garbage, and then we put something positive in there, which is also fine.
While I'm learning something, I'm just watching I'm learning a skill or whatever.
I'm learning a recipe I'm never gonna make.
Yeah.
Ever. Like I saw how to make ranch gummy bears.
Yeah.
Why would I do that?
See, we've become, unfortunately, because of social media and the proliferation, of information, how easy it is to get information. We've literally become Cliff Clavins about random shit that nobody really cares about because, I might do that at some point in time, so I'm going to watch this, right? And then you just regurgitate at the water cooler.
Remember back when they used to say that lack of information would be the downfall of society?
Oh, no, it's
that's not the case.
It's not the case. Not at all. It is just quite simply people are overanalyzing everything, and we got to go back to basics and be like, look, turn it off and just do something for a while. And like that's the big thing about fitness, 6 to 8 weeks. Just do it that way.
And here's the thing: when it comes down to people and whatever their thing is, it's okay to say, "I don't give a shit."
Yeah,
I don't care.
That's nice. Moving on.
It's nice. Move on. Like, are you hurt? Are you fine? You're fine. Okay.
Yeah.
Feelings hurt. You got to deal with that on your own. I can't make your feelings be better.
Well, you know what happens when you've offended somebody or hurt their feelings? Nothing.
It doesn't like kill their dog or their hamster?
It's like nothing happens here.
Huh. Weird.
Yeah, I know. Why didn't somebody tell me that sooner?
Time to reflect and say, yeah. You could do a blog. You're just writing. A blog is just writing.
Go to Substack and start writing from there.
You know what? I just did that yesterday.
Really? I'm on there too.
What's called Sub? I just got the app.
Substack. Yeah.
Substack. Yeah, Substack. You can just blog. You don't have to say anything. You just type it, and it's
just do it.
You're reading. It's a blog, and it's kind of the social media for
smart people.
For smart people and not Reddit. Come on, Reddit. Stop with Reddit.
No. Reddit is going to suck your life in so badly.
Reddit's people that think they're smarter than you.
Absolutely.
Substack for people that are smart and have an audience, and you could write about exactly what you're doing, and you would have a huge audience, Amy, because you have a lot to put out there, a lot, and you have a niche that's necessary.
Just put it out there, and you'll be surprised how many people clue in, right? How many people are going to be like, "Oh, hey, this is cool. I like this. I like what this person has to say." But it's just a matter of finding your crowd, because there's always going to be people who align to you.
Well, and here's the thing: when I say that people, and when I say that you're famous to 15 people in your life, that's a very small niche. And if you were to expand that and introduce yourself to a bunch of other people, which is exactly what social media does, and something like Substack would do that for exactly what you do, I think you'd be blown away by what happens.
Right. I think so. Like, it is like the biggest reason that we fail on social media is we just quite simply are not having enough people cheering you on. So you start finding your audience, you find your little niche, and it takes a while to get there. Even YouTube, they say it takes 2 years and 70 videos to get noticed.
Yeah.
Most people stop at 2 or 3.
Oh, of course. For my dog, she's #1 fan. Yeah, I mean, and your dog loves you. I wish that people loved people like dogs love us.
Yeah, well, but that'd be easier, eh?
Right. But here's the thing with social media, and social media is not a bad thing. You have to utilize social media to be a good thing.
Yes.
Right.
You have to create your own little world on it.
Yeah, and become your own brand. Be you.
Yeah.
You know, like, I don't know. I think that there was a time when you had to put ads out on a paper, or you had to get a television ad or radio ad or whatever and advertise yourself, and bus benches and billboards. You know what? No one's looking at that. They're still scrolling on their phone while they're driving. They're not looking at the billboard.
But the problem with that now too is also the distraction, because everyone knows that and they're trying to get your attention. So you just have to be really like real.
Yeah, nobody wants to be AI'd. No. I say that with all due respect, because I love AI. I utilize AI for a lot of stuff. But I watched the video and I had to laugh. It was someone made a AI clone themselves and was doing an ad on YouTube.
Right.
And I could smell the AI from a mile away. I'm like, that's not you, dude.
Yeah.
It's it's your voice and it's you, but the fact that you have this smirk would go on his face like every 4.2 seconds because I watched it a couple times. I'm like, that's not you, dude.
Yeah.
What are you doing? Like, get in front of the camera.
I get it. A lot of people have a hard time getting camera because they feel that it needs to be perfect. It needs to be high production quality. It needs to be, everything needs to be precise. There can't be any mix-ups. There can't be any ums. So they do it on AI because it's precise. But the problem is it doesn't look real then, and it fails at Uncanny Valley.
Oh, absolutely. Amy, here's the thing. She makes a good point, and you're on Substack and you're utilizing. I just got my account the other day. What if you just wrote all you have to do is write something, just an intro that's interesting, and see what that does.
Yeah.
Just something small. It doesn't have to be major or deep, just something.
Smear campaigning. Yeah. So, okay, like smear campaigning, absolutely. And you know what? I've had that so many times. It's ridiculous. I've had to pay legal fees for that sort of thing. Yeah. And you can't control it.
Try the blogging. Try Substack. Download it on your phone.
You can literally do nothing and still have people hating you.
Well, but what happens if you're right? What happens if what you write is accurate?
What if you resonate with one person that's meaningful and that person changes your life?
What if that person changes their life?
Right?
Like, so I mean, there's a chance you can be a positive change just by doing what you're doing and popping a little blurb on somewhere. And what happens if one thing causes you to get addicted to that because you're helping people and gets rid of another thing? Remember, the solution to pollution is dilution, right?
Now, I will say with blogging or even Substack, the big thing is, people love storytelling more than anything. If you're able to tell storytelling, it'll blow it up. If you go in preachy with, I'm going to teach you guys something, nobody's going to listen to you. It has to be storytelling.
I just thought of it. So like that, what I've written, I could actually just pop into Substack.
Yes.
Really, in blurbs.
And you could, because Substack is almost like your own private email campaign.
Oh, that makes sense. I'll might as well. I've got it written out anyway. Okay, let's roll back in this before we all say we're done for the night.
Well, before we call it quits for the night, because this guy's got to work in the morning.
So do I. What are in 2025? What are some things that could just piss off and be done? I'm going to go with 6-7 being number one.
6-7.
Oh my God, brain rot right there.
Right.
I don't even know what that is. Like, it makes no sense.
Oh, you know, we had our stuff that we said too when we were young.
Yeah, we knew what they meant.
You know, like, what's his face and everything, right?
Rad, gnarly,
yeah,
awesome,
rad, gnarly. Like, I'll say 6-7 to my girls. I'm like, Dad, you can't say that. You don't even know what it means. So I'll say, what does it mean? And they're like, it's the thing that we say. But what's it from? It's like, you don't know, do you? And like, it's from a song. What song? What's the song in reference to? Dad, it doesn't matter.
6-9 is better, right?
Yeah, I agree with that.
But I think that, but there's certain things that go away. There's certain things that were great in 2025.
Yeah.
My favorite thing in 2025 was 100 mate poaching. What the hell is that?
Yeah, that's not very fun. But
I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think I know what that is. You sure do, right? So
okay, yeah, that's not good. Like,
it's what it sounds like. Yeah.
My favorite thing, and I got to shoot this out there because I loved every minute of it, was Stranger Things.
Yeah.
Loved it. Art. Perfect. And if anybody watched it, don't spoil it, but tell you what, it couldn't have been written better.
Justin Bieber, was he even relevant in 2025?
I don't know what he's doing. Diddy, whatever the hell he's doing, don't care.
Well, I know what he's doing. He's just chilling out in a nice little cell now.
I bet you he wished he had some baby oil now.
Yeah.
No, I think we had a lot of things that didn't make us better in 2025. We had a lot of negativity. We had a lot of things that I think dragged us down for some reason.
Well, there's a whole lot of conspiracies. There's like you said, Diddy. There is Epstein. It's still going on. That's right. Just not going to go. There's wars. Those keep going on.
And they're going to keep going on.
Trump keeps going on.
The greatest president today.
Yeah. He gets his medical done, and the doctor's never seen anyone as healthy as me.
Did he say that?
He's said that so many times. Like, go for a scan. Nobody's had an MRI like me.
That's the best imitation.
Jesus Christ! It's like, have you seen Chinese Trump? Okay. You gotta Google Chinese Trump. No, you gotta see Chinese Trump, and there's a Chinese Elon.
I've seen Chinese Elon.
Yeah, he's.
You would love this. My mom, who's down in Texas for the winter, she showed me pictures. She went to this thing. She goes, "Look at this. This is neat." She was at SpaceX.
Oh, that's cool.
Like, you're at SpaceX. What the hell are you doing there? She goes, "I don't know. It just looks kind of cool. There's a bunch of these weird trucks." I'm like, "Son of a bitch!" So we are doing Christmas next year in Texas.
That's pretty cool.
Not because of that. We're just going to see.
As much as people hate Elon Musk, SpaceX has the vast majority of space launches.
I think of Cartman from South Park. He does a really good Asian accent.
Cartman?
Oh, Cartman? Yeah.
He does a good one. Yeah, it's pretty good.
What do you hate?
Diddy definitely had a hand in the murders of Tupac and Notorious Big. Absolutely.
Of course he did. No, I think that we had a lot of negativity, a lot of bullshit, and a lot of people blaming everybody but themselves for their problems.
Yeah.
And I think if we could make any positive change in 2026, we take ownership of the bullshit that you've done.
Yeah. Just look at the mirror and say, okay, maybe that shit wasn't good.
Or maybe you get inspired. Like Amy, I'd be willing to bet a nickel that if she threw something on Substack, she sees some positive stuff there. She'd be like, oh, shit.
Someone's going to resonate. Like, I've got a few, like when I went to South by Southwest, there was a few people I picked up some information from down there, and they're on Substack, and, they don't have huge followings. They've got good followings, but like, they're published authors, they're on the circuit, they're on the tour. And the thing is, we think that everyone needs to have 2 million followers, 2 million viewers, the YouTube plaque on the wall. They have to sell the best-selling books. But like, most people that are out there are just doing their own thing and making good in their own certain ways.
You can buy those on Temu.
Can you really?
You buy the
Can you
YouTube
really?
plaque? You bet your ass you can. Your cousin probably makes them.
Yeah, is that where YouTube gets them?
Probably.
Probably, hey?
You can order one. Just if I wanted one back here, I could have one. It's not.
Like, do you listen to Chris Williamson's Modern Wisdom?
No, it sounds like something too intelligent for me.
It's actually quite good. Okay, it's a British guy. He lives in Austin, Texas now. But he just broke 4 million subscribers on his podcast. Okay, and how many did he do? I think he's on. Hold on, what podcast number is he on? I've got to find out here. He's on podcast 1040. Okay, and he's 4 million subscribers. And he says, like, he was saying he's blown away. He's like in the top 10 podcasters in the world right now. Okay. And he said when he was at 500, he had 100,000 subscribers. It took him that long to get 100,000. Well, that long. But then all of a sudden it went like this. It got an erection and away it went. You
have to be consistent. You have to just keep on going and going and going and going and going. Assume no one's watching, and as soon as you see that someone's watching, keep on going.
And he was like, I never thought this was going to be a thing. You know, I was doing it. You know, I never thought it was going to be this thing. And then now he's at 4 million, and he's just like, now I'm scared of it dropping, right? So,
well, here's the thing. And if you're doing it, and can you imagine spending your days in your studio just talking to a camera and making a living doing it?
Yes,
that's the dream.
It's the dream.
That's the dream. Just standing here and
people listening to you. Like, can you imagine? You know, like 4 million people commenting.
I'm not that interesting. And here's the thing. You know what I wrote.
You would be, but here's the thing. If you had built an audience that was large enough to garner like 4 million followers, you'd probably be pretty fucking interesting at that point in time, right?
I'd probably get more interesting, but I mean, you know what I wrote and you know the tone that I wrote it in, right?
Yeah.
And I'm not going to make friends in certain areas with this.
But you're not in the business of making friends.
No,
you're in the business of helping your customers.
Yes, right. So if I did it for that side and not that side, I think that they're winning. And
I mean, that's the right side to be working on.
It's
otherwise you're being politician.
Right. No, I think guys, everybody needs to pull the anchor up and go. Just do it. Just do whatever the hell you feel like doing. Make this the year that you try some shit you never tried before. What happens if it works?
Best phrase ever for this, right? From Zombieland. Nut up or shut up.
Nut up or shut up. And if it works, it works. If it doesn't, then try something else.
Yeah.
I think that we live in a time right now when you have every opportunity to make every positive change you can make. And I just had 2 friends pass away in the last 3 months that are my age.
Right.
Now,
you don't now, you never will. Right.
Right. And is that a wake-up call? 100% it is.
Yeah.
Like our time is getting shorter and shorter as we're getting older.
Yeah.
So the only thing I don't want to die with regret. The worst thing you could live with is regret.
Yes.
So eliminate regret. Try to eliminate regret out of your life.
Yep. Exactly. Just own it if you fuck up, but that's okay. You just learn from it.
Right. Or learn how to knit, whatever you want to do. You know what? I don't know how to knit.
Me neither.
I don't know how to sew. I can't use a sewing machine. How bad is that?
Me neither. I can only sew by hand.
Well, yeah, but is that how you guys make like Nikes and shit?
Well, we're short and we can get closer to the table, right?
Little hands, it's like elves. Yeah. But no, I think that there's a lot of people that we see people cruise through life and it all sucks sometimes.
Yeah.
But it could be a lot better if you just cut some bullshit out. Like cut some shit out. It's not it's hard, but it's not that hard. Because what happens when you start seeing results? Like if Amy puts something on Substack and it hits 10 people, like, holy shit, this is good. 1 like could be the trigger.
Yeah.
That inspires you to take what you know and just keep on going.
Yes, exactly. And it's just one person to inspire you to go, okay, I'm doing the right thing. I mean, that's really so. I mean, okay, so you do a video up, right? You get 1,000 views. That's 1,000 people in a room that have watched what you've done.
Dude, I've had videos hit 1 million, and I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
But what does that do? It makes you want to do more, and you do more, and you do more, and you do more.
Yeah.
And I think that whether it's that or it's going to the gym and suddenly your pants feel a little looser.
Yeah.
Perfect. Go again.
Yeah.
There's always something. So I think that my hope is that all you need to do is get bitten by a radioactive bug and you'll be able to make the spandex.
The gym is the only thing in the world where you can visually see your future, right? Because you go work out and you're all pumped up and you look in the mirror and you're seeing what you will look like if you keep going on.
That's right. And I think that when you see a little tinge of what could be, you can make that a reality. Like, here's the thing. Do I think that this project's going to do something? I really do. Okay. I really do. If it doesn't, at least I can say I did it. It's no different than, it's no different than attempting what I attempted a year ago.
Yeah.
I tried. And that was it. Do I reintroduce this? Definitely cut smoking. I cut men 2 years ago. I don't know.
I'm no expert in dating men. I'll tell you that much.
I'd say, like I said, I'm a solid 4 on a good day. I married up, and every day I wake up, look at my wife, and think, "Wow, she settled."
But, this How I Met Your Mother, right? There's always a settler and a reacher, right? Somebody's reaching above and one person settling back, and every relationship is involved of a settler and a reacher.
You're probably right. Like, I think that if you cut men out, there's probably a multitude of reasons for that, and that's understandable. We're not therapists, and if you take this as therapy, it's the world's worst advice you're ever going to get.
Well, when it's free, you get what you
you get what you pay for, which is somewhere between jack and shit. And Jack left town a little while ago, but I think that when you if you reintroduce the guys, maybe it'll cut the smoke. Date a non-smoker, that might do it.
Well, there you go. That might be something to encourage you. There you go. Or better yet, meet a guy on Substack, and there you go. Right. So,
great friends in the gym. Well, Bernice teaches Zumba.
Yeah.
So you're kind of you are the coach and the leader there, which is awesome.
Yeah.
The gym is an amazing place when you commit. Just commit yourselves to going. What's the worst thing that's going to happen? What's the worst thing that could happen? And don't think final destination. What's the worst thing that could happen at the gym?
The worst thing that's going to happen is you're going to get there and be like, "This is boring."
I dropped I maxed out on a squat once and didn't put the guards up.
Yeah.
And had to roll that thing off over my head once.
Yeah,
that was embarrassing. I've fallen on a treadmill a couple times.
I was doing a heavy 1-rep max bench press and dislocated my shoulder.
That
happens.
So what? You can slip. You can choke on a Slurpee in public. Like anything could happen, really.
So you tripped on the treadmill, you got up again, and you just sort of kept going, right?
Yeah. You can't look cool after that, but you don't just leave.
Yeah.
Get back on, keep on running.
But everyone falls on a treadmill at some point in time.
Of course. The thing is, it's moving floor underneath you that's faster than it should be.
It's really not safe. You really shouldn't do it. You pick something safer, like squatting.
Before we sign this thing off, I want everybody to put something positive in the chat that just says anything positive about what you're looking forward to in 2026 or what went well in 2025.
Yep.
Something.
Keep the discussion rolling here, right? Because you'll be able to see it.
Yeah, I didn't get struck by lightning today, so that's good.
Right.
But I think that if we start the year on a positive note, end the year on the positive note, no matter how bad, if April sucked, it's already it's January.
Yeah. I really look at it this way. When it comes to bad shit happening in life, I listened to a podcast. It was with Larry King. And one of the things he said is it doesn't matter how bad things are. They always seem to work out. Right.
Yeah.
I mean, not for Diddy, but in general for people.
In general, right? As long as you're a decent human being and
maybe Diddy's having the time of his life.
This could have been a fantasy for him.
He could have been like, finally, they're putting me in jail.
I'm hoping 2026 people wake up. I certainly hope that I agree.
Yeah.
And I think that we're going to see that.
Yeah.
There's no way we can sit with our head in the sand this long.
I would honestly say 2026 is probably going to be an expensive year for a lot of people.
It's going to be an expensive year for a lot of people. I also think that 2026 is going to be the year where we're going to see people blow up in a good way, and you're going to see people happier than they've been in the last 5.
Yep, it will be. You're absolutely going to have the absolute wrecking ball nailing some people,
and that's fine.
Yeah, and then you're also going to see the people that are just going to, like you said, blow it out of the water.
They blow it out of the water, and you're going to be proud of them. And here's the thing. Okay, resolution for 2025 or 2026, and this is something that we talked about a while ago. If you've ever posted a negative comment on anybody's anything, stop it.
Yeah.
And if you see somebody posting something on their socials and you're friends with them or whatever, and you want to support them, say something nice.
Yes.
Say something nice.
It bugs me the most when you have friends on your social media calling you, like saying, "What the hell are you doing? That's a stupid idea," or whatever, right? It's like, tell me that to my face then.
I had somebody DM me, and I forget what it was, one of the last 3 videos I did, and he goes, "You should get off social media and teach your kids science and shit." I'm like,
What?
Like, do I look like a science teacher?
Yeah.
But here's the thing. Do I want my kids dicking around on social media? No, not at all. They're not going to have it. Not for some time.
Yeah.
Do I think that they should be comfortable expressing themselves? Like, if they want to get creative, I'm all for that. Be creative.
100%.
Learn how to speak in front of people, do all that. And that's, I think, what this shows is that I can speak to an audience of 12, or I can speak to an audience of 1,000, and it's all the same to me.
Yep.
Hoping for more laughter in 2026. We're going to have it. We're going to have it.
It just might be laughing at ourselves.
Evan is engaged. Congratulations, Evan. Very nice. They're going to be prepping for 2027. See, this is what you need to do. Go into Pebbles, finish your course in 2025. I want to get closer to people and make more friends. You know what? Maybe it's time to apologize to people too.
Maybe it's just time to be like, hey, let's go out and do something.
Maybe it's time to heal some wounds, guys.
Find a group of like-minded people and just be like, hey, let's go for supper, or let's make supper. It's more fun, right?
It'd be fun if we took a mic and everybody pointed their cameras at it and sat around a table. Because with this system, we can everybody can use their phone as a camera.
Yeah.
Oh, we'd have to use Riverside for it.
Yeah.
But if everybody had their camera set up around a mic and we just sat around a table and just talked.
Yeah.
Have better conversations.
There you go. That's the conversations. You could just have a lot of fun with it that way.
Yeah. Pebbles, long walks and workouts. There you go. At the gym again in 2026. I congratulate anybody. And when we go, like, I'm an early guy at the gym, and there's the usual group of like 7 people that are there when I'm there at 4 a.m., 4:30. When we see somebody new come in, unless they're an asshole, but if we see someone new come in and they're a little unsure of themselves, we try to say hi right away.
Yeah.
Encourage them. Come on in. Hey, good morning. And if you're scared and you're at the gym and some big brutes come in like, hey, good morning.
Yeah.
It's not a bad thing.
Nope. If people are acknowledging you, that's a win, because it means they're being friendly in their own ways, right?
You're right. And I think that everybody here, because let's just say we're all friends here. Everybody here, if everybody's on each other's socials, whatever, support them. Like Bernice puts up something about Zumba. You know what? I'm going to thumbs up that shit from now. Like it happens, and I see so much stuff on my socials. Consciously try and just say, hey, good job. Great video, great post.
It costs literally nothing just to post something, just say something in the positive. I mean, it takes the same amount of energy to post something positive than it does posting something negative.
I think it takes more energy to say something negative.
Like, why create some sort of fabrication? Because some reason you feel the need to be the center of attention on someone else's post.
I think that if we all became each other's biggest fans, everybody would have a better year.
Well, that's the thing. Why would you not want to cheer on other people, even if you don't know them? Like, geez, what have you got to lose for somebody having a good day?
Well, and here's the thing: when you cheer someone on and you see them doing something, and you say, "Hey, that's awesome," it'll inspire you to do what they're doing too, right?
Yeah.
Like, there's no doubt, Jay. Like, I feel accountable to you because I know that you're banging it out, and I'm like, God, I'm trying to perfect this.
That's the thing is,
I know that I want to.
When there's other things going on, and you have somebody that's working, doing the same type of things, it's, I don't want to say competitive, but it is competitive. It's like, come on, get your fucking ass in gear,
Get off
right?
your ass and do it. Like, and that's how I see this with us, is that you're doing it. I know that we have to. Is there a chance a Discord? What the hell is Discord?
Oh, is there Discord is almost like a private Reddit chat. It's a platform that you go on, and you can have like a group set up, and people can join it, and they can comment and put feedback into it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's one of the things a lot of Twitch streamers and everything use when they start developing a community, because then people can go in there and have direct contact with those creators and other people in the community.
How about not yet, but if it's worth doing, yeah.
Well, when we get our second fan, then we could do it maybe or something.
Yeah, right? When you get, you guys are all awesome, but I don't know if there'd be enough to talk about with only like 4 of you.
You can go into YouTube and post on YouTube. Or, I mean, apparently Substack, because Quentin's on Substack now, and I'm on Substack too.
I haven't posted anything yet. I just have a Substack. I don't even know what the hell to put on there.
Don't worry. I haven't posted anything either, really.
I'll put the intro to the book in there and be like,
well, there you go. Right. What you should do is just you put up little teasers on each chapter, a little summary or something like that, or a lesson point, or a learning feature of something like that.
Your voice just got really weird again. Oh,
yeah, it's cracking out a little bit there, right? So
you're like back in the 90s when you had to like turn your headphone jack just a certain way for it to work properly.
Well, the thing is, this doesn't even have a microphone. I'm using a external one there.
So take your headphones off.
Yeah, but it looks so much more like a podcaster at this point.
I know. Okay, guys, Jay's starting to break up a bit. So why don't we do this? New Year's resolution: everybody do your best to become each other's biggest fans.
Yeah. Comment on everyone's and just share the love.
Yeah. Okay, guys. Happy New Year. Thank you guys so much for hopping in. And let's just keep this train rolling for everybody, and want to be accountable to everybody else. So next week, if we hop on, let's see how everybody's doing.
Yeah. Start posting, start commenting, or better yet, start harassing us on social media on stuff, because we want to make some more videos. We don't want to make more stuff. So if there's something you want to see, let us know. Yeah,
you know what, exactly. You got something you want us to talk about? Tell us. Find us on. We're all on our socials. Our names are our socials. I believe
we're not wonderfully smart when it comes to coming up with content, but we do like answering questions and ragging on it, right?
Exactly. Okay, guys.
Good stuff. Have a good night
here, and let's fire off 2026 properly. Okay, guys.
Be good times.
All right. Thanks, Rob.